Hello everyone, and welcome back to more Vampire The Masquerade Coteries of New York. And decisions. So we can only make 2 decisions each night, usually. Problems we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 choices. 2 decisions. I hate that. Because I don't really know what I should do. Because I'm trying to work on, trying to work on Hope stuff. I tried to work on Agathon stuff. But then we also have Benoit, who I don't really want to deal with. And part ones. But here's the thing. What I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to deal with Hope's thing and then that. Not sure. I might deal with his and that one next night. But for now, let's deal with Hope stuff. Zakara wants to meet. Hope decides you should see her alone, with an ace up your sleeve. Wait, did I pick up any new entries? I can't remember. Nope, still just that ghoul. Okay, so well, let's see how this turns out. Reach the cafe, you're welcomed by the familiar face, the waiter who first led you inside. Shane starts and nods. He hides his vape pen in his back pocket. I can't even remember what voice I gave you. She's been expecting you. Something happened to your car, and she passes there, left her room ever since. Scratches his head, shrugs, and gestures that you to follow him. Same moves before. No, this time we actually got to see such. Push beyond the locked door at the end of the room with all the computers enter an endless grey labyrinth. Finally, you told that would look like any other random bystander. Of course, by now you know that Hope's haven lies beyond it. What it bids you do with an exaggerated bow and starts walking back to the cafe. You enter the familiar room. This time the lights are on inside. Hope is inside her wheeled room with the meat hooks. Walk around nervously, overseeing every screen inside. She spots you. She wastes no time on introductions. Carol Montgomery, what do you know of her? You could have seen her in... you could have seen her in lists of codes such as Top 5 Badass Women in Tech 2018, 12 CEOs who spark innovation through empathy, 12 entrepreneurs from mysterious sides to Jeffrey Epstein. You'll get her voice answers the question in which is a mighty courtesy. She has a monologue to deliver, but she won't allow any interruption. 20 years ago, she was a failed.com investor. Now she's CEO of Double Spiral, a brand management startup, working at the crossroads of big data and influencer culture. Quotation marks are audible, dripping with venom. I forgot to make them quotations. Oh, sorry, so she spent years convincing her Camarero contacts, as in our touch hold farts angry about smartphones, that Kindred can benefit from controlling the internet. Her IT girls have done a lot of research on deepfakes, AI, and machine learning, regarding the ability to generate thousands of belief-free human online accounts. Basically an army of posters that could brute force anything into the mainstream discourse. It always took a while to get the concept, but eventually Kara got that blessing. Thank you, she claims her tech is ready to be tested, but needs one final component to work properly. And that's why... She pauses. She proposed a truce. Fuck her. Get the words right out of my fucking mouth. No matter how much I hate her guts, this is a blessing in disguise, hear me out. She picked a public place in Manhattan, neutral ground, where we can meet without the fear that the old party might do something stupid and violate the masquerade. She wants to do just talk. You go there, my place, unless it's terms. We won't accept them, of course. Especially now since she just tried to kill us. Your still voice and walk away. Still voice? Well, that's where you trade her a mermaid tail for logs? For legs? Disney tip? Sweet. Why don't we hit me with a topical Harry Potter reference? Archer and be up too slow. Wait a second, let me explain my plan. See, there was only one way to even the odds. We have to hit Kara where it hurts, and she's only got one weak point. That was Spire headquarters. Kara's the only person that were fastest to room. Security is something you can't wear herself. Voice-based, but you said different password phrase each time. That means just recording her talk is not enough for one again. That's why I started selling lit materials to people with access to advanced deepfake audio technology. They're right in this room. Now all I need is a sample base that will allow me to manufacture a bot that talks like her. To monitor data, I need to stay behind. So everything in the plan is pretty simple. You talk to her while wearing a wire, I process the recordings here to steal a voice. And for all I know, she's wide open. Then we evade double spiral and destroy from within. The first defeat, I become a part of your crew, happy ending for everybody. How does that sound to you? It sounds fun. Happy to hear it. Hope shakes her head and clasps her hands. When she speeds up, she sounds different, more spaced out, stuttering. Alright, let me fit you up with the hardware. Catch you a minuscule earpiece and starts attaching a small decorative pin to your clothes along with some masked wiring. It's a directional microphone. I can clear up the audio later, but keep it pointed directly at Kara as much as possible. Alright. When the earpiece you gave you, it fits snugly deep inside your right ear. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. The hardware works flawlessly. The audio card seems great. Give open the affirmative sign of your head. Careful, card designated the meeting place as the vest zone. You've heard about the place, right? It's right at least and into the Lincoln Tunnel. Giant power staircase is basically impossible to miss. Manhattan's answer to the Eiffel Tower, or gaudy monument of being only ever so slightly free, depending on who you ask. Drive you there, but my car's still in the shop. I don't want to risk being spotted by cars people, and I need to process the voice data from him. Which means I have a perfect separate number excuse for not letting myself get anywhere close to that demonic old hag. Poetry, roll your eyes a little bit. Hope sits in front of her screens, pretending not to have noticed. So sure we get the show on the road, or what? Whenever you're ready. There's instinct here. You get back to the street and find your car. Wrapping up this show as quickly as possible sounds like a good idea. Around 30 minutes later, you're in front of the festival. Oh god. Our description of giant pirate staircases wasn't particularly helpful. In the distance, the barren looked more like a giant honeycomb designed to swarm tourist bees. At least during the day, that is, at the moment the place is closed to general public, a few men who look vaguely threatening out of place and making sure nobody on one gets in. How are you? No problem getting up the stairs. All it takes is a change of knowing glances from one of the guards. You are expected. A lone figure appears in your sight, staring down at the streets of Manhattan. You know, city people often complain about being unable to see the starry skies, but I always thought the real tragedy was how they're unable to appreciate the man-made sea of lights that surround them. You teach people a lot of things, but you can't teach them to see, huh? Recognize the face from Hope's phone. Finally you meet Kara Montgomery in the flesh. She turns to you, puts on a wide smile, and shakes your hand with a firm grip. No, did you know anything? Oh, we finally learned about neonates. First a representative of Sophie Langley, now a representative of Hope. Not the way I developed my own career, but I gotta say, not many neonates get around the way you do. Oh, well, finally a neonate. We went up for fledgling. Young Kendra, recently embraced, but more than a fledgling. So we're no longer a fledgling, we're a neonate now. Ooh. Hardy fucking horror. First speaks up for the first time, see for contempt. Kara couldn't possibly have heard her. She immediately goes on to address her absence. Can't expect her to arrive here with you or instead of you. On the other hand, I'm sure every single word I say will be instantly relayed to her. First time in forever, you are empty blabber, which was an actual use for cause. So I made sure we cut everyone out. So we cut everyone but the Minuteman. Cut out everyone but the Minuteman for a while, okay? Takes our phone, taps the touchscreen. In a few seconds, the barely perceptible buzzing sound in your ear disappears completely. Can't hear Hope anymore. It's probably she can't hear your voice right now. Which would mean she must be busy raging and cursing out everything in her sight at the moment. Sorry, was it something she expected to happen? Could be the car saw through your plan. Just play it cool and see what happens next. Knowing Hope, you probably heard whatever scraps could be googled about me, and a power of insults for good measure. Obviously, I know everything that there is to be known about you as well, Tiffy. Maybe we have a need for introductions, but first off, let me apologize for the discomfort my former employee has caused you. What's remotely well he has planned actions against Hope, I fully condemn them. I'm glad to see you unharmed, and of course applaud your swift disposal of the psycho. Langley chose you well. Yeah, we did punch him a lot. Brief silence. So let me cut to the chase here. Present myself the best way I know how, through my ideas. Do you think I have a monopoly on reality? Not much of a small talk issue. Who do you think has a monopoly on reality? What do corporations do? That's a very typical answer, very 21st century sounding. Seeing we replacing the state here, though. Seriously, someone behind you. For a while you've been watched by cars and men who circle around the staircase of similar girls, and themselves off downstairs. You know, Bolivia just had Mildew Cube. Hundreds of new accounts posting about nothing but Bolivian politics in English set out to convince every random person online that the US wasn't to blame. Sloppy work, if you ask me. Imagine this 70-year-old K-pop fan from Ohio writing an entire thread about her relatives in La Paz. We're actually glad the president is gone. Don't reveal with a side interest of politics, telling you CIA who narrative about evil morals. In Proto of Fitness Guy, explain the situation to you in simple terms, just like it is. Animated voice, expressive gestures, and steady eye contact. Star stuff how to project a good image, but isn't a natural yet. Times feels like as if she was screaming at you to trust her. It's not hard to emulate the masses. Reach out to one of those Eastern European troll farms and bang. A few hours later you have a clone army that instantly force of support for any cause. Spread a message, but you won't foster a new culture that serves your goals. Won't masquerade your message as independent thought. For that you need personalities, not the masses. The ability to emulate personalities is a whole different ballgame, not a craft. But in art, you need to understand your fabrication so deeply that you start to hate it and then learn to love it. If you have to make a bunch of those personalities follow one agenda, you need a once-in-a-lifetime team to achieve that. A like-minded artistic collective, both ambitious and obedient. And even though you can't hear Hope's voice in your ear right now, you could swear you hear her in the car's speech. That same tone she was using when monologuing in the car. One of them must have been a big influence on another. Perhaps they used to be in a position where they both shaped each other's personas. Hard to say, only one thing is for sure. And that is Hope must be absolutely fierce right now. As part of the car knew about her plot. Fingers crossed she doesn't. Stay satisfying account that it went unused for 5 years suddenly starts yelling imperialistic propaganda into the void. The Asian corporations are too set in their ways. Imagine if they start up their neighbors proliferate for ideas adjacent to the prince's plans for the future. Now imagine getting into bed with the biggest corporations and agencies, selling our lives that could be improved or even saved from the raids of First Light. I have the infrastructure, I have the elder support, all I need now is a mastermind at the center of all. Hope. Yes, Hope. Just down tasting the scenery below for a while, then she points out a t-shirt, the one piece of clothing that she clashes with the rest of her outfit. It does sort of clash with the rest of her outfit. You know, I'm a huge fan of punk. Fleeing, I did my company diary over aspires to make everything I do a little bit punk. I'm all about clashing ideas. I'm all about disruption. Blink a few times in quick succession. God, you think to yourself that she's that kind of person. You saw a lot of them in your life. Nor deluded secretary who thinks they're on a mission from higher powers and insufferable during meetings possibly did ayahuasca and can't show up about. Or he's desperate to come off as cool. Let yourself escape from memory lane, cause they're talking about Hope, so you better listen. To me, Hope is as punk as it gets, a free spirit, fiercely independent, and eternal contrarian An honor for everything and everyone, developing her talents just because she finds it joyful. But God does that go any guidance, not putting her talents to better use, running away, posting a name bullshit all the time. What ways there, build an environment specifically to develop her talents and let her become indispensable to our society, who just be because of some idiotic hang-ups. That's why you should change your mind about me just because I kept yapping and yapping. I just hope you'll keep my perspective in mind and serve as the voice of reason Hope really needs right now. Now that I've had my say, how about we put our girl back on? She taps on her phone again, quiet buzz reappears in your right ear. Mind I'm not having anything to really say to this. 5 extremely long seconds radio silence. I'm here, keep talking. Don't want you to have heard everything, I just wanted to just very annoying commentary track while I introduce myself. Excuse me for a second. I wrote one card to approach to show something on his phone. Hope you use a distraction to get you up to speed with how things are on your side. Yeah, for a second there was about to rage that the hag has got the barrels, but hey, go figure, she just wanted to take a piss in my Cheerios. The plan worked. A lot of data from her monologuing and some private sources. The more we gather, the better. This display here says the more K letters could be useful. So don't beat yourself up if you fail, but if you care to repeat something with K in it, that might improve her deep fake voice. Looks like Kara's done talking to the guard. Sorry about that, looks like we had to assign me with a cougar representative shortly. Hope snorts. Not bragging though. By the way, does anyone but Hope know about this little rendezvous? Patron? Any other companion? Maybe the Nosferatu? Well, the North. Here's the thing: the Nosferatu know about everything, so of course they do. Well, if it is the Nosferatu, her heart stretched when she starts talking. She takes great pains not to say too much. By the way, I didn't even think about that. Oh yeah, can't wait to say more K words. What about the Nosferatu? What advice, kid? Kaiser's not in the business to be kind to strangers. Kaiser don't got Kaiser's interest in mind. Well, there you go. Might not let it show, but he's always in a kill or be killed. Pay like more K words. If you're doing business for him, keep that in mind at all times. Although it's not quite right. I don't think how. Well, the screen tells me that should be all the K we need. Good job. I mean, here's the thing. You're like literally the Nosferatu are probably listening in on that because that's what they do. They're very good at it. Like one could literally just be standing right in the corner, invisible, recording all this anyway. But Carr decides to change the subject. I no offense, but since Hope's not here, I rare to rush. I was fair later and so that she accept this me and didn't even bother to show up. So unsuspicious her tone of voice betrays her. Perhaps a good instinct, she bet she didn't trust them, 2 hours spent for language as I have this talk with you to explain you why I'm an asset to the camera. To explain why the elders need Hope by my side. What the warm-brained hag here forgot to mention is that the elders don't give a shit about me. Even if you don't see it my way now. Come on, stupid headset. What if I sown some seeds here that might sprout in the near future? Dark spiral looks out for the people who look out for it, is all I'm saying. But before I leave, there's one thing I really wish I knew. Back when I knew her, she was a different person. Or different people, depending on how you look at it. Why did she fight against me so much? What's her motivation to resist so much? What's her motivation? Good question. She's never shared it with you. Answer all you want, but hey, you better get... But hey, you better lie through your teeth. Go to say V a few times you can. I improve few shortcomings or deep fake software. What's your answer? Vengeance? Could go try to get vengeance. I sort of want to do that, but anyway. Don't let payback, I don't remember that phrasing though. Card round. Evening, revenge, vengeance, vendetta, vindication. Well, that was that V word we needed. Decking me dead and burying me pregnant, mate. You're good at this, or just lucky you're both. That's all the three letters we need, it seems. One of the cowards people erupted, but the other cough. Crow gestures them to calm down. Ready to go now. See you around. She begins to walk down the stairs surrounded by a guard. Once she's gone from view, your eyes hope to summarize your mission. The love of Christ, wish you could, kept her droning on for a little. Just thought the tea there could use some improvements as well. Don't complain though, you did good, and don't worry, the day I have here should be more than enough to generate a convincing deepfake. Just need to put in some more work. I guess I would get to that right away. Traverse the night, drop by my hardware. Behave when you get a chance. Let you know when we're ready to hit Car's base of operations. Pray for my success. We might be done soon, maybe even tomorrow. Once we're done with work, we'll talk about how I can pay your generosity. Amen. The natural drops, it looks like that's all for now. Guess the sea lights around you for the last time, and then start making your way back to street level. Time to make more choices. So as much as I want to keep on the Jamil thing, recently you're feeling as if someone keeps staring you. We should probably go investigate this. Who is following me? Someone's following you around. Has been for a few nights, maybe longer. That can't be a good thing. The only question is what to do about it. Is it the Savant? No, it's probably the Anarchs. We could tell Sophie we have a problem, but that doesn't show initiative. You venture out to street with the goal of letting your stalker know that you're well being followed. It's time to stop this ridiculous charade. Straight outside, and she stepped onto the street in front of you, you wonder where without help will you be able to see the footprints of stalker puddles on the ground? Not sure where to start, you slip a field beer to a homeless man. Shout up the guy who runs the local bodega. Both of them talk to you about strange characters hanging around, but none of their stories seem right to you. Walking the streets, you're convinced by turns that everyone you see is an enemy agent out to get you, and that your stalker has decided to take the night off. Frustrated, I forgot for hours, used to searching you across the road without looking where you're going. Courier on a motorbike seems towards you, and has no time to break or swerve, you suddenly step in front of him. For a split second, your eyes meet those of the man on the bike, and you both know you'll collide. You'll get hurt, something hits you, pushing you forward. You tumble, flying to the sidewalk as the courier zooms past. You feel away in your back, catch a glimpse of something. Person, female, you think, and then she disappears. Well, if she disappears, she's probably either Nosferatu or Malkavian. But that's not always the case, because someone else could have obfuscate. It's not just a clan thing. Spent a couple more hours trying to find the one who's been stalking, but you're sure of an undead heart, you know will be feared. Oh, she's gone. Seriously? That's it? Apparently that's it. And I need to rest. It's like you were being stalked. You should investigate that. And well, at least we know it was a female, and she's gone. Okay, well, let's rest. Oh, well, that's not reassuring. Great. Yeah, we'll deal with that next time. So, anyway, hope y'all enjoyed. Thank y'all, and have a nice day. Or night. Till next time.